Hey YouTube, BlackMetalFinance here to discuss some plays that we made last week in the market, as well as some plays that we have for this upcoming week. But first, please be sure to smash that like button and to subscribe not only to our YouTube channel, but to our Discord as well. And with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and jump right back into it. So, what are some things that we saw last week in the news that may influence the markets this upcoming week? So, some news we have this week that could affect markets, ladies and gentlemen. We have some countries in Europe that are now going back into COVID lockdown, most notably being France and Italy. Japan as well has enacted some sort of restrictions with travel due to this new fourth wave that we have with COVID-19. Additionally, interest rates are still going up, and that's a major concern for equities. Okay, guys. So the first name we're going to be playing for earnings is coming up Thursday morning. STZ or Constellation Brands. They beat in earnings 4 out of the 4 previous quarters. We're looking for continued good guidance. We've seen here on the chart the stock is trading at the bottom of its range and in fact is forming a wedge pattern right here. I like the name long term, and it's been hovering at that 230 level, so we're hoping to see a breakout that'll be confirmed at that 242 level. Until then, we're playing it with a neutral bearish call credit spread, depending on how earnings trades the stock at 240. Another name we're going to be playing this week is APOG. It's on the uptrend at the bottom of its channel. However, earnings doesn't seem to be the catalyst to move this stock. Additionally, it's hitting its resistance at 52-week high of 42.7. We're looking to see a breakout with further upside for this name. The last name we're going to be playing for earnings this week is going to be CAG, a Kramer favorite long-term type of stock. Don't really see too much range in it, right? Even though it's beaten earnings the last 3 out of the 4 quarters, it's basically traded sideways since June 2020. We're looking for some continuation of this sideways action, and we'll be trading it in this channel from the low 30s to high 30s. JKS is another name we're going to be playing Friday morning. Though it does seem a bit overpriced, Clean Energy did in fact run last week. We're hoping to see good earnings and guidance to give it a nice push up. And as you can see here on the chart, there's a nice level of support developed there at $40 per share. Again, we'll be playing this with some put credit spreads, although I'll be waiting for earnings to come out before playing it to either side. Okay, guys, so we're going to be discussing a market mover company here, Microsoft. This is a mega cap name, one that many folks are familiar with. This company actually got a major Department of Defense DoD contract last week. And when the news came out, we actually saw Microsoft the next day continue to the upside. We still see some upside with this name pushing towards all-time highs. We're looking at 246.13 as our resistance for a potential breakout. Some other sympathy names to play off this contract news is going to be MVIS as well as IVAC. However, it looks like there may have been some moves made to the downside already there. We'll also be watching the VIX this week, or volatility. The VIX in 3 weeks has dropped from $30 to under $20 and is now at 17.33. And while it is good news that volatility or the fear index has dropped in the markets, the rate at which it has dropped has been incredibly fast and quite concerning. So it's worth watching into April to use as a potential play with UVXY or VXX as a portfolio hedge in case we see volatility rise back up. Excuse me. Now, keep in mind, folks, volatility has just broken through its strong level of support at 20. We haven't seen it below 20, and in fact, 18 since pre-COVID of February 2020. So this is something else to keep in mind as we go forward. So again, we have up here the Bitcoin chart. It's trading at around 58,000, rejected at 60,000. Now, if you take a look back towards the end of last month, we saw that it was bounced off of the 51,000 support level. We're going to see where this heads to now. There is some downside to monitor. However, keep in mind when Bitcoin tends to trade in a channel as such. And so again, taking a look here, Bitcoin was rejected at 60,000 and is trading at that 58,000 level right now. Looking back towards the end of, or rather, delete that part. Taking a look back a month or so, we saw Bitcoin bounce off and now form 51,000 as a new support level. So again, there is some downside, but keep in mind that we have seen this story before with Bitcoin. And to note, whenever Bitcoin trades in a channel, Ethereum and altcoins begin to take leadership in the cryptocurrency space. And that's exactly what we're seeing now with Ethereum at 2,100. So that's it for this week, everybody. So that's it for this week, everybody. More or less, it's been a very thin week when it comes to earnings, and option volumes are fairly low as well. Not looking, okay, take that back. That's it for this week, everybody. Overall, it's going to be pretty light when it comes to earnings, and options volume have been pretty thin as well. Not really looking for options plays this week. Again, Bitcoin, nice push to 60, but we saw it get rejected. Mara Riot plays could still be on watch for this week. Thank you all for tuning in. Please be sure to subscribe not only to our YouTube, but our Discord as well. See you guys next week.